I wanted to talk today about something I'm super scared of, something that I'm pretty sure a lot of us are scared of at one time or another. And I used to be scared of something else, but for some reason, one fear gets replaced with another, and I'm not sure exactly what to do. It's only been a few days, but it's like everybody who I love and care about, I'm scared to death about them dying today, tomorrow, in their sleep, and I don't know why. I was trying to figure out if it was related to dreams I had when I was like a kid, because that's something I used to be actually terrified of when I was a kid too, but who knows? Maybe working through your problems that you got throughout your life is a good thing. Maybe it's not all bad, but I'm wondering like, is this that, or is this just like some irrational fear that I just have now? It stinks. It like really stinks. I'd feel so sorry for anybody who had this fear without, working through anything. It's terrible. I wish I had like a normal fear, like fear of touching the stove, or I don't know, fear of like gross bugs underneath my sheets. Not to say that's not a fear I have as well. That one's bad. It's not so much of like, oh, I'm scared that there's a bug under my sheets. It's more of like me going to sleep and all of a sudden I just feel bugs crawling up and down my legs. But every time I check, there's nothing there. And sometimes I cannot go to sleep until I check. And this goes on with other random stuff. Like if I'm drinking a soda, sometimes I'm like, oh, there's a bug. There is a bug just in my drink. And I'll check, and there's no bug. It's nuts. It's the most nuts things I've ever seen in my life. Oh, jeez. Frickin' death do us part. This frickin' waterboard and whatever nut is roaming around. He loves to steal anything he can. Maybe it's when I have food he'll run after me across the board. If I'm on one side of the map, he'll reach over and slap out a hand onto my ass. Oh yeah. Man, but fear. I don't have fear of dogs. I don't have fear of like the outdoors or rabid animals. I don't have fear of squirrels or rabbits or turtles. None of that. It's just fear about people dying and things being in my drink. Oh, on the things being in my drink, it's kind of like everywhere. Like I could be in the shower and all of a sudden I'm just terrified that there's like cockroaches coming out of the headpiece. When I'm like drinking stuff, I'm like terrified that there's bugs in my drink. I literally have to check like every time I sip. And this used to go on, especially when I was a kid. This used to go on when I was like eating food. I'd have to check. I had to check like every single bite that I ate before I ate it. Sometimes it was as I'm eating something, I like have to look down and like analyze it and be like, bug? No bug? And I dealt with this for a while until I was fed up with how stupid this was. And I just kind of forced myself to not check, which was really painful in the beginning, might I add. There's a thing called like obsessive compulsive disorder, and the thing that makes it worse and worse and worse is when you feed into the habit. When you're worried about like a door being unlocked, which I mean is a valid fear, I guess. You need your doors locked so that people can stay out, because people don't know manners nowadays, and they don't know to stay out of a room or not to steal something from other people. So you gotta check your doors. So, valid fear, but some people will like they'll lock their doors and then they'll sit down all comfy and cozy and they'll just have this like irrational fear that their door is unlocked. I knew someone who had to check every single door at night. They had to check the garage, they had to check the front door, the back door. They would never have to check the windows because as long as there were like screens on the windows, nobody can get in anyway. But it was so many just nights of it checking again and again and again, and it never got better. It was like the more this person checked, the worse it got. And that's when I did some research on the whole thing and was like, well, what makes this worse? What makes it better? And it said that if you like feed into this urge and check, it doesn't give you any more than like a quick hit of adrenaline or serotonin, some kind of feel-good drug. Right? And it makes you feel good about believing in your worry. Basically, that means that if you check something, then you will feel good that you have checked. So you'll check again and again. Like, you'll check more often. So what turned from checking every night before bed turned into, hey, I just got home, I'm gonna check all the doors. Hey, I know it's the afternoon and we're watching movies, but I'm gonna check all the doors. Did you lock the door? I don't believe you. I'm gonna check anytime anybody entered a door. And then there was the additional, I'm checking before bed, and then the, oh, I'm about to go to bed, let me check again. Let me do the double check. That turned into, oh, I know I did my double check. I know I did all this stuff, but, I don't know if that was last night or the night before, and so I'm going to take photos of all the doors, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So that's when I realized that it was so stupid to have these, like, compulsive things I was feeding into. Like, these things I wanted to go away, I was creating situations where this thing would grow. And so, yeah, it hurt at first, yeah. I just had to kind of give into the fear that, like, okay, I'm probably eating bugs right now and this is disgusting. But it helped a lot because after, like, a little bit, I'm talking like a week, of painful days and just accepting that, like, okay, I'm eating bugs. I didn't have that, like, fear about eating bugs anymore. My fear about having bugs in my drink is still, I think it's pretty valid for right now. It was like a year or two ago, there were a bunch of these ladybugs, and I didn't have a fear of bugs being in my drink. And one day, a ladybug got into my soda can, and I was like drinking it, and I'm like, I didn't drink the ladybug, thank God. Don't know what it would be like to actually eat one of those things, but I heard from a friend what it's like to eat an ant, and they said that it's very strong. They had ants like in their cereal bowls, and they would just not care, and they would eat it. Boy, do I know some gross people. But yeah, it was okay for them, and they kind of saw eating ants as this fun thing. I guess they must have been an anteater in some previous life, if that's something you entertain. Entertainment or not, there's people across the world who eat all sorts of things. I just can't quite get over the fact of, like, eating a ladybug. Those things smell so bad, and I get annoyed because the reason they have all that smell is to attract other ladybugs to make ladybug babies. Like, okay, I'm all for making tiny little ladybug babies. I would have like a huge herd of these tiny gremlins running around. It would be so fun. But their whole existence to me is kind of like a Friday night party. And like, I'm drinking one of those is gross to me. It's real gross. I can get the neck sacks. Is the M button? Yes. Look at that map. They've been everywhere. Okay, station-wise, it is a very poor choice to place a station in the raccoon nesting area. It's a good idea to be kind of near the grass, but this grass area, which there are plenty of throughout this game, this grass area does have a monster. There's berries up here, there's a jester card game down here, and then right over here, I think is the sweet spot. It's got a bunch of these pine trees. Kind of below it is a big grass area with the bumblebees and a resurrection site. And then up here to the top left is going to be gold mining pits and spiders, which is a very, very good thing to collect. I think I'll go down and set up my camp down there, and up here around these like pig houses, I'm going to maybe chop down a couple of trees and get some seeds to plant in the grass area. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna get over my fear right now. Maybe I am. I had a idea that kind of stemmed from a few different places. All things considered, I'll just tell you the idea. So my idea is that people who play horror games are not scared of stuff. They're not scared of stuff because they have these like incredibly creepy things just running through their brain. Things that they had to see, things that are like way scarier than real life could ever be, right? And just a idea is that maybe, and like, does this do anything? Does this cobra do anything? Oh, there's a thing here. Okay. So many things. This would be a really good idea to like, maybe. Okay, I'm hungry. I might could make us some seeds, but also maybe the pumpkins are just a seasonal thing. Anyway, so I'm eating the pumpkins. I am eating the pumpkins. Tentacle decoration. See, that's a decoration. The monkey paw, that is a very, very useful item. And there's another one. Combined stack. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I'll pick these up. That's good. So, I had an idea to play horror games. Maybe about the stuff that I was scared of. Maybe about just scary stuff in general. And I wanted to see if it would lessen these fears that I have. Now, I've heard varying results from this sort of thing. Some people become more terrified, and some people become less terrified. I'm gonna ramp it up to the people who become more terrified are those people who do not complete the horror game. And the people who become less terrified are the people who do complete the horror game. Because that's kind of what I seem to notice. So, one of two things. Either I have to pick a scary game and just play the whole thing, or I'll have to find some other means to get over my fear. It's just something I'm debating right now. I would love to just try out some different stuff and see maybe what works and what doesn't. And this may be a dumb idea, but it's gonna be on my mind until I try it out. So now is kind of the moment where I tell you that there will be a day when I come to play a bunch of scary things. And it won't be because, hey, cool, hey, Slenderman, haha, that's awesome, nice, I love that character. It won't be any of that. It won't be, oh, Poppy's Playtime, I've heard so much about it, what a fun game. No, it will be me testing out a crazy freaking idea of trying to get over real fears by using video games. And I think it's possible to get over fears. I'm sure it's possible to, get better at things in life doing video games. There's story after story of people who learned to drive tanks because of video games, and they learned how to survive in war because of something they learned on their computer screen. There are so many, pilots who become better pilots because they play flight simulation plane games, and it goes on and on. Like, there are surgeons who will do, and scientists who they'll do research about, heart valves because of these 3D VR systems that map out hearts better than 2D images could ever do. And learning has gotten so computer-oriented that I think a simple thing as a game could help, especially fear that I'm facing. One of those things that scared me a bunch, especially growing up over the years, something that I have not been able to get over is this terrifying feeling of something chasing after me. Maybe not the spoon killer just always chasing after you, but more of an immediate approach. More of something is in my face running at me. I can't do that. I really cannot. There's a bunch of people I think out there who cannot do that. And there's a video editing style, I see it used very barely, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people realized that nobody wants to be scared 24/7. So there's this video editing style of stuff that zooms in really, really quick, stuff that jumps out on the screen. There's the Five Nights at Freddy's game, which is just a complete jump scare fest. And I think some things are calming, they're soothing, right? There are these things that jump out you and they play these noise, and then there's things that don't play noise and they jump out at you anyway. Something about something makes that scary, and the exact same thing is like not scary. It could be the noise, you know. There's an idea that whenever something comes on screen, it needs to have a sound. Even though I agree on this, it's kind of difficult to figure out what sound I want to play over and over for an effect. So maybe maybe I'm still looking around the world of sounds, but maybe there's a way to have things jump on screen without sound and without them being scary or jarring. But also maybe there's a way to find comfort and peace in scary things. Having animatronics eat small children is not really a soothing topic, but for some reason it's a very soothing thing. It sounds so messed up when I say it out loud, but it's it's bizarre to say the least. It is so bizarre, and it intrigues me so much. There's a campfire site I can build. I know there's a bigger campfire site. It includes the long-lasting fire effects of fire that fire can be. Build campfire. Smashes all kinds of things. Okay, so I take the smasher, the hammer, and then I guess I just like smash stuff. Oh, I was hovering over the build. Nice. That's nature. Okay, cute. And then if I murder this out of sight. Ah, spider gland. That is awesome. Okay. I have a chest. Now I can prototype it and put a chest, I believe, over here. This is a great idea. Put the chest near a flammable object. This'll be great. I'm like imagining all the Minecraft houses I built out of wood that I built next to lava pits. Oh yeah, this'll be great. This'll be good. My place won't burn down. This'll be the most indestructible building I've ever seen. Burns down a week later. Nice. I've also got to keep my fire pit away from these trees far enough so that they don't catch fire. I could like burn this down or chop it down completely. Something, and then I won't have to worry about like fire pits and stuff. Man, I literally saw bugs in a video game one time and I could not think straight. There's a game. It is bragged about by like everybody, and there is a scene in it where there's a big bug that I'm legit scared of. Dude, I had to drop that game when that bug came on screen. I had to drop that game so fast, and I like talk about it, and like, yo, why is everybody I know talking about centipedes? They're like, oh yeah, no, centipedes. They're ha ha ha. Here's one. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out. What the heck? What the heck? Like, I'm not joking around. I'm not talking about it because I'm like, I don't like it, bro. Just ha, yeah, yo. Oh my jeez, what a cute thing. What a strange thing to be talking about stuff that I don't enjoy. Oh, he just knocked down my trap. Okay, whatever. I should have made that pretty clear that I don't like centipedes. But there's just a few things that I don't like. I don't like being scared of bugs being in my drink, and I don't like centipedes. But I'm talking about it not because I like it, but because I want to like maybe work out a solution. That way I won't have to like be scared of stuff all the time. Oh no! Oh man. Oh great. Oh ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Come here. Come here, little spider. Yeah. Starting to turn, I know. I have to eat them quick. Top left, these frogs will kill, dude. They are murderous, carnivorous, people-eating frogs. Deadly in the eyes of all men. I have twigs. I've made it a pretty far distance away from the demon dogs. I'm now at running reach. So this is good. As much as I would love to drop this meat, I also need some meat. Ah, there's another one! They're unleashing on me tonight! This is gonna be so helpful. Okay. I know it's dark. Uh-oh. Ah! This helps. This helps so much. I need to live for the morning! I need to live! Come here. Freaking demon dogs. I'm gonna feed him. I'm gonna feed him. What do you do? What do you do with a demon dog? You feed him. You feed him. Feed him. Feed him. Eat my meat. Eat my meat. Eat my meat. He's not eating my meat. Ah! He's eating it! This is so ridiculous. They're running after me more. Ow! One more hit and I'm gonna be dead! Run. Run into these. Oh my jeez. Oh my stuff! I hate these demon dogs! These things suck. These, like, I did not do anything to make these demon dogs chase after me. They're just like, oh, you have no skill? Oh. Oh no, that sucks. You have no skill. Freaking stupid demon dog. They attack everything they see. Stupid demon dog. Oh, this isn't the revive area. Is it? It's a revive area. Give me my stuff. I still have these demon dogs chasing after me, which is a problem. My heart's gonna have trouble maxing out. Not even sure if it can max out anymore. I'm killing those demon dogs. Just to let you know, I'm killing those demon dogs. Oh, I love bees. I love bees. Yeah! Good job, bee. Don't attack me. I actually want to build you a home and invite you to live next to me. If you're gonna keep me safe from the demon dogs. That's awesome. You have to click on the butterfly first, and then you can attack it by holding F. Now, the demon dogs did kill me, which I'm not happy about, but was that like on me, or was that on the demon dog? Or was that on the game devs for spawning in demon dogs for no reason other than to torment me or whatever? Okay, Jester, I don't want the Jester, I want gears. So top left. Well, look at that. I needed some wood. I needed some wood. Needed to cut. Okay. Back to it. The heck? What? Dude. That was so awesome. I was like, oh jeez, more greyhounds. You know that thing when it's like, ah boy, more things to kill me. Like, I thought those things were about to start attacking my face. Little bat jump scare. Ah, so good, it's so nice. Yo.